Welcome everyone to our virtual college fair for College2Career fairs. This is the business section for the college fair today. Welcome as everybody is coming in. Just a few housekeeping reminders before you get started with our session. Your camera and microphone are off, so our college reps cannot see or hear you. But if you do want to ask any questions throughout the session today, feel free to use the Q&A button on your screen to ask any questions that may come up for our reps today. And there are other sessions happening today, so feel free to sign up for other sessions to hear from other colleges and universities. And this session is being recorded. This recording will be available at college2career.org. Now, at this time, I'm going to turn it over to our first university, and that will be Pacific University of Oregon.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, there it is. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ryan Garcia. I'm a director of admissions here at Pacific University, and I work primarily with the College of Business here at the institution in a variety of different formats in different areas. But I did attend Pacific myself. Personally, I came in thinking that I would major in pharmacy or something like that, but then I changed my mind, and that's something that's really important here at Pacific, is that we make it so you have to change your mind as you go through the college search. Additionally, I was able to study abroad for a full year, and I still graduated in 4 years with a double major and everything else. Reason I do bring that up is because we are a 4-year school. We actually offer a 4-year graduation guarantee for the majority of our undergraduate majors. And so it's really nice that we're able to offer that for everyone, and you know you're going to graduate in 4 years. We do have several different majors. I'll focus primarily on business today, but we really encourage the double major and the minor here at Pacific. We try to make sure that you're going to be able to expand into different things. A friend of mine, she actually majored in chemistry in order to become an occupational therapist, but she also had a small scholarship to play the French horn, as well as setting the school record for the high jump. Another friend of mine majored in political science, minored in mathematics, and minored in vocal performance. He went ahead and went on to NYU School of Law, and he's now a lawyer in Manhattan. So it's really just a lot of different opportunities for you to do what it is you want to do with a mix of the different curriculum, as well as the different activities. We are NCAA Division III, so no scholarships for athletics, but we're a very athletic-minded institution. About a third of the student body is involved in varsity athletics, not including club or intramural sports. We have about another third or so that is involved in performing arts here at Pacific. And we actually have 2 separate performing arts theaters, one for theater and dance, and the other one is for all of the music and vocal performances. As well as we have a huge chunk of students that are really focused on outdoor activities here. So you have the opportunity to really go out and explore the wilderness around campus. As I mentioned before, we do have a 4-year graduation guarantee at Pacific, and we do have several top rankings and such, but my favorite one is actually that we're the top 25 colleges with the best professors. You do really get to know your professors here. 100% of our classes are taught by faculty. You never have a TA or anything like that, and you're going to actually know these professors, and they're going to know you really well by the end and know you by first name. You'll get to really get help from them, not just in class, but also in your career. As far as where we're located, we are located just outside of Portland, Oregon, about a 30-minute drive or so. We're also on public transit and everything else. So it's a nice balance where you have to hop in a car or hop on public transit, be downtown to go into the different sporting activities and everything else. You could also drive about an hour and be out on the ocean, or we also have a lot of the different opportunities in this county. We are the only 4-year university in Washington County here. This is where Nike has a worldwide headquarters, Columbia Sportswear, Demery Bats, and a bunch of the others similar to that. With all those internships, or with all those different companies, we do offer internships, but we have several different majors here as far as business goes. At Pacific, you can major in business administration with a concentration in accounting, finance, international business, management, or marketing, or you can do a full major in accounting. The difference being that this major, while not within the 4-year guarantee, gets you enough credits and all the classes you need to prepare for the CPA exam. Big thing with business is our students, again, are interested in multiple areas. So about a third of the students are involved or have more than one concentration, and about another third are actually taking a minor outside of the College of Business with trying to balance out their resume. Major in marketing, yet you're picking up a minor in graphic design, writing, or something similar there. With our college, we're really pushing a lot with our dynamic learning. So we have several business simulations where students have the opportunity to actually grow and compete against each other in a full business setting there, as well as several of the other opportunities listed below there. My favorite part, though, is placement services. This is an office dedicated to business students, helping them find jobs and internships. We launched a new program where actually the College of Business pays your salary at a bunch of unpaid internships at nonprofits and government work here in Washington County as well. So you're going to be able to get paid and earn the credit, and more importantly, the experience to get the position after graduation. Big thing is applications are open now. We do have senior preview days just about every Friday and one Saturday a month. Some are virtual, some are in person, but just for attending, you're getting $1,000 per year. On top of that, we have other scholarships, especially our big ones. Just by applying and being accepted, you'll receive between $15,000 and $27,000 per year based on your academic profile coming out of high school. Last thing is, here's a little inquiry form if you want to scan that and get some more information for us. But if you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out. You can see my email address and phone number are there and available for you at any time, or if you have any questions. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Next up, we have Colorado State University-Pueblo.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for being with us today. My name is Noelle Clark, and I'm the Regional Admissions Counselor for Colorado State University-Pueblo. We are a small public university located in Southern Colorado, and I am a proud CSU Pueblo alum as well. So I love talking about my university and our programs and all the great offerings we have for you guys. So let me go ahead and start briefly with where we are located in Colorado. So like I said, we're down here in Pueblo in the southern part of the state. We're about an hour and 45 minutes south of Denver, 45 minutes south of Colorado Springs, and about 45 minutes from the mountains in 3 different directions. We are in the high desert of Colorado, so we're about 4,500 feet above sea level, and we're about 45 minutes away from the mountains. So all those great outdoor activities that Colorado is known for, we have in our own backyard. We only get about 25 inches of snow annually, so we're pretty mild weather-wise if you're looking for something like that, where you're not under feet and feet of snow all winter long. And over 300 days of sunshine across the state. So Colorado is a great place for your higher ed. We as the university have just about 4,000 students total. So that means your average class size is only 16 students. So you're in those really nice small settings your entire way through, really get to know your professors, really get to know your classmates and build that relationship with them. I can tell you my experience as a CSU Pueblo student, my entire 4 years, I only had one class that had more than 30 students in it. That class had 65 students in it, and the professor still knew every single one of us by name. So even if you are in any of those larger settings, your professors still take the time to know you. They know your strengths, they know your weaknesses, and their job is to help make sure you're successful as a student in their classroom, in your major, and then going on into your career and post-graduation. Pretty diverse student body, as you can see, and we are a military-friendly campus in case you're part of any sort of military community. We have a lot of resources for you guys. So let's go ahead and touch on majors. So as far as our popular programs, these are all listed here. We're about 80 different areas of study total, so we're pretty broad as far as our offerings. Business is our most popular major on campus. Our Hassan School of Business houses a lot of different programs in there, including our business management, business marketing, accounting, economics, finance. We also have minors in sports management, business agriculture, and a lot of different areas within there. So you can really craft your business degree based on what you're looking for. So at CSU-Pueblo, with any of our programs, none of our programs are impacted and they're direct entry. So when you apply to the university, you're automatically entered in the program you're interested in. One thing that we strive to with all of our programs, not just business, is that everything is a hands-on program. So you're not just sitting in the classroom and in lectures, you're getting that real world practical experience. This is very apparent in our business program. We have lots of great shadowing opportunities set up with local community businesses, as well as internships. We have our own Healy Center on campus, which is an application and scholarship that you can work with some of our professors within the community and at small businesses to help our local community. One of our professors, economics professors, every single year, he does an economic study of the impact of Colorado State University-Pueblo on the university, on the local Pueblo community. And that will, you're allowed to be a part of that program as a student. So you can work with your professor and get that research opportunities as well. We also have an MBA program, and our MBA is set up in a 3+2 program, meaning you can complete your undergraduate and master's of business administration in just 5 years. So you can complete that and get undergraduate tuition rate the entire way through. We do also have a variety of different clubs and organizations on campus, especially within the business program, that allow you to really grow within your business community and networking. One of our programs that I love to talk about, one of our clubs, is our marketing club. They actually have local small businesses come into the program, and the marketing club creates marketing for them. So you're able to get that practical experience working with local businesses. And then we also have a lot of great alumni within the Pueblo community and within Colorado that offer really amazing internships and programs for our students to be a part of. And so that's really exciting to see our alums giving back to our current students. We're Division II for athletics. If you're interested in any athletics, plenty of other clubs and organizations going on campus. So there's so much you're able to be involved in as a student at CSU Pueblo. We do offer automatic reduced tuition rate for all out-of-state students. So if you are part of the Western Undergraduate Exchange, we do have the WUI tuition for you. And if you're from any other state in the country, you're still paying reduced tuition. So you're not paying out-of-state tuition fees. So it makes it pretty affordable to come to us. Then merit scholarships stack directly on top of that, ranging from $500 to $8,000 a year based on your GPA, test scores, or class rank if you're graduating high school class. You only have to meet one of those 3 requirements in order to qualify. We look at your weighted GPA. And this year for our class of 2022 seniors, we are test optional. So we require just our online application and test score and your GPA in order to apply to the university. As an out-of-state student, you get an automatic $2,000 a year housing scholarship. Plus, we have tons of different scholarships and financial aid, really make us an affordable option regardless of where you're coming from. I'm going to go ahead and throw up right here my contact information, as well as a fee waiver code to waive the application fee for you guys. Our application is open, it's rolling. So when you apply, it's about 1 week for an admissions decision. So you can find out pretty quickly. March 1 is the main deadline to keep in mind for seniors. That's our deadline for our merit scholarships and our private scholarship application. But I'm happy to chat with you guys some more. I'm going to go ahead and throw my contact information in the chat and pass it on to the next presenter.
All right, thanks so much. Next up, we have University of the West.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. My name is Melanie. I'm the admissions representative at University of the West. Now, we are a small, private, nonprofit university, and we're a liberal arts college located in Rosemead, California. So that's just 20 minutes from downtown LA. We are WASC accredited, so we recognize your AP classes. CSU, UC classes are transferable. Our mission is to provide a whole person education in a context informed by Buddhist wisdom and values. So all of our donors are Buddhist affiliated, and we do offer religious studies classes, but we do not require our students to be Buddhist. We recognize students from all denominations, and all are welcome to study. This just means we facilitate our classes with a cultural understanding between East and West cultures. Our values on campus are really about character, compassion, and community. Our campus has a lot of different amenities. We do have 2 residence halls. We have an undergraduate and a graduate residence halls. We are on 10 acres of land that has 360 views of the San Gabriel Valley. We have a basketball court, a pool jacuzzi, and our dining hall opens this spring. Since we're really close to downtown LA, we're also just a drive away from Santa Monica, Disneyland, Universal Studios, and 5 miles away are the Montebello outlet shops. So all of the Los Angeles attractions you want to do there, we're right in the center of it. Our campus is tiny but mighty. We're a population of about 300 students with a 10-to-1 ratio in your classes, so not impacted. We have 50% international students and 50% domestic students. They come from all over the world: Argentina, China, Canada, Ghana, Nigeria, and you'll get a lot of interaction with these students to be able to learn their cultures and celebrate our diversity. We have fun events on campus like Interfaith Week. Every Wednesday, we bring in free services. We used to have an In-N-Out truck. Boba is very big in our community. So every Wednesday, we bring one of the local boba shops and we give it away for free to our staff, student, faculty, and our community members, just so we really integrate and hang out with each other and get to know each other and celebrate community. We have a lot of student-led clubs. Unfortunately, we don't have sports on campus, but we do have a basketball club, kung fu club, student government club, international student club, and we also encourage students to create their own club if they don't find one on campus that doesn't fit as well. So we encourage you to create your own club as well. We have a lot of student resources on campus: free printing, free Wi-Fi, free tutoring, all at the library and the dorms throughout campus. We have financial aid services. We have a great residence life coordinator, academic advising, and services for students with disabilities. Fall semester, for the rates for our on-campus housing are really affordable compared to what you would find off campus. To live in your own room is less than $5,000 for the entire semester. And as I was mentioning, the dining hall will open this spring. Now for our tuition, for an undergraduate student living on campus, we're looking at this price right here in the middle, $31,000. It's almost half the price of the private universities surrounding our areas. Now, if you're a student who just wants to drive in and commute, it's less than half of that. So almost $13,000 just to attend classes, which is extremely affordable. And this doesn't even include the scholarship and financial aid that you can receive. Now for scholarships, for undergraduate students, we offer a Meta scholarship where you can earn $6,000 per year, and it is renewable. It's about, all you need is a 3.0 GPA, and you can also combine that with our AJ Wang scholarship where you can earn an additional $2,000. We have 4 undergraduate majors: a liberal arts, bachelor's in liberal arts, English, psychology, and business administration. You can choose a concentration in accounting, computer information system, international business, and marketing. For English, we have 2 concentrations: the literature and the TESOL certificate. I encourage students who like to travel, who like to see the world. If you want to fund your travels, this would be a great certificate because you can teach English to speakers of other languages all around the world. Liberal arts are really for our undecided majors and students who want to take classes in any of our majors. So you can take your psychology class, your business class, and you can develop your own concentration with the help of our faculty. Some examples are public relations and marketing, world religion and psychology, and hundreds more that students have created on their own. Now for our application deadline, we do recognize a rolling admission. We encourage you to submit your application by November 15th just for processing, but you can typically apply up until the day classes start every semester. The freshman standard is at least a 2.5 GPA, and you'll find out about your admissions within 3 to 4 weeks. For early admission, you'll find out within 2 weeks. 2 ways to apply. We are recognized on the Common App. And if you like to apply on our website, we can waive that application fee for you today using the promo code LOTUS21. All you need is an essay, official transcripts, and a student ID. We are test blind, so we don't need the SAT or ACT scores. If you have any questions, you can send me an email, and I'll also put my information in the chat. Please give us a phone call. I am the admissions coordinator, so if you have any questions, you can speak to me directly. Thank you so much.
All right, up next we have University of Waterloo.
Okay, thank you so much for having us. Just to introduce myself while I'm pulling this up. So my name is Shannon, and I'm an international recruitment specialist at the University of Waterloo. And I'm also a graduate from the University of Waterloo. So I graduated from the university, and I got my Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and Fine Art. And what's really nice about Waterloo is that it does make it easy for you to combine your interests into whatever you want to study as well too. So before we begin, I would also just like to acknowledge that the University of Waterloo is located on the territory of the neutral Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee people. And at the University of Waterloo, we are really working towards a balanced relationship and fostering an environment of belonging on campus for our people and all of the students. And it is National Reconciliation Day here as well. So it's happening nationally as well. So you will see the University of Waterloo is located in the city of Waterloo, which is in southwestern Ontario in Canada. It's right along the tech corridor that goes between Waterloo and Toronto. We're known as the Silicon Valley of the North. And we're about an hour away from Toronto, where you'll find the Toronto Pearson International Airport that you can fly into. And it's about a 45-minute drive to campus, where there is transportation that goes back and forth readily. We are a very student-friendly city. We're home to 3 post-secondary institutions. So there's lots of students, lots happening for students, and public transportation that you can get around on free with your student card. So you can do lots of exploring that way. And Canada in general offers world-class education. We have really generous study and work permits that you can continue working and studying after you graduate as well. And our degrees are recognized around the world and tend to be affordable when compared to other top universities around the globe as well. In general, the University of Waterloo is known for our innovation, and we spent the last 28 years as Canada's most innovative university, according to Maclean's magazine. And we've also been named #1 in Canada for hands-on and experiential learning, along with #1 in Canada for employer-student connections. So there are lots of great opportunities that you can explore in our over 100 programs that we offer that are broken down into our 6 faculties of arts, engineering, environment, health, mathematics, and science. And we do also have around 20 different business programs that are integrated into each of those faculties. So Waterloo is top 10 in Canada for business and management and for accounting and finance, according to the 2021 QS World Rankings. And that's because we work with businesses out in the industry to create these programs to give students an edge in the job market. So Waterloo is a really great place to study business if you're looking for a bit of something different from the traditional business degree, because like most things at Waterloo, we do it a little bit differently. So at Waterloo, you're not studying business in isolation. We combine those foundational business skills you would get in a business degree with our other area of interest that you're interested in studying, so that you can follow another academic passion as well. And what this allows you to do is it provides you with that business expertise and an area of interest, so that you have a wide variety of potential careers after you graduate as well. In practice, this looks like over 300 courses that you can choose from in topics like marketing, finance, accounting, entrepreneurship, and more. And you can add business either as a minor or a specialization to most of our degrees, but you can choose an and business program to study as your major as well. So what this could look like if you were studying would be, if you're an environment and business student, you might be helping clean energy companies to grow. A science and business student might be helping biotech firms to commercialize their research. Or we've had students in our recreation and sports business students working for the Toronto Raptors, which is our NBA basketball team, as the game day coordinators, and they get to plan all of the entertainment between the plays that happen at the games. So there's so many things that you can do with it, and it allows you to focus on business in a specific area where there's a need in the job market. And again, it just gives you a whole breadth of what you can do with your degree afterwards. And I chatted about this a little bit, but in all of our degrees too, you can also choose to study co-op, which is our paid internship program, which gives you up to 2 years of paid work experience in a related job to your field. So you get to try out 4 to 6 different jobs, alternating between working and studying terms, and making between $42,000 and $90,000 by the time you graduate. And many of our students are in this. We have nearly 70% of our students in the co-op program, building their networks, gaining their job experiences, and building their resumes along the way as well. And then, like I mentioned, because we are known as the Silicon Valley of the North, there's many entrepreneurship options for you to do. We have different startup incubators, one of the most productive ones in Canada. We have mentoring, we have workshops that you can jump into entrepreneurship. We have entrepreneur in residence programs that help you develop your idea. And we have pitch contests similar to the show Dragon's Den, where you can get up to $50,000 in funding for your ideas as well. So if you would like to learn more about it, I encourage you to take a picture of this. You can sign up to find out more about our admission requirements and those sorts of things. And this is my contact information, and I will put it in the chat as well for you too. So thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Next up, we have Champlain College.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. My name is Emily Rudolph. I'm actually covering for Liz Van Luling, who manages students who want to apply to Champlain from this area. But I am happy to chat with you today a little bit about Champlain, which is a small private school located in Burlington, Vermont. Our average class size in Burlington is 16 students, as our whole college is made up of 2,100 undergrads. So just like many of the other schools we've heard from, you get a really personalized learning experience where you really get to know the professors, they get to know you and your goals, and help guide you through your education the 4 years you're on campus with us. Champlain's overall goal as a college is to really prepare our students for their future career, and diving right in to your major-based courses. So students on day one are learning their major classes along with their core curriculum classes, which teach professional-based skills, and our career flagship program called the Insight program. So at Champlain, we actually have 32 career-focused majors that fall under 4 divisions, but we wanted to focus on our Robert P. Stiller School of Business today. So as you can see, there are several majors that fall underneath the Robert P. Stiller School of Business that are designed to develop the strengths, integrity, expertise, and entrepreneurial mindset of aspiring and innovative professionals, with a goal of driving positive change in their lives, workplace, communities, and the world. We offer a comprehensive business curriculum that features extensive real-world experience and covers both the basics and the complexities of how business is conducted in a global economy. Our graduates are not only prepared to thrive in this accelerated age we're living in, but they are also set up to make a lasting impact through their work. So as you can see, there are several majors that fall under the business division, and there are several concentrations that are built into each of these majors as well. Again, as our students are going through their majors for all 4 years, as they get deeper into their major studies, they can focus on concentrations to really develop skills based off of the industry they'd like to enter into. For example, the business administration major has several concentrations built right in. Students can choose from activist marketing, business analytics, business for good, business law, computer science, cybersecurity, global business, human resource management, information systems and technology, innovation and entrepreneurship, and management. So a lot of different paths to choose from just within the business administration major itself. As you can also see, we have a finance and a accounting major. There are opportunities for an accelerated 3-year path within those majors, or you can even double major in 5 years for a master's program. So Champlain College is also ACBSP accredited, which is the Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs, which focuses on teaching excellence, determining student learning outcomes, and a continuous improvement model. Champlain Stiller School of Business has long upheld its dedication to providing the most innovative and comprehensive business education possible for our students. And we're absolutely pleased to have our achievements acknowledged by the ACBSP. The business school is actually our longest running program, as we did start as a business school back in 1878. So to be considered accredited this long into our term is really, really exciting. So our students are completing internships while they are here with us. Those are a requirement, and there are plenty of resources available to help students complete internships, whether it's through our school, whether it's in the Burlington community, at home during their spring break, or even doing international internships as well. Just some examples of the internships that our students have recently completed. And as a business school, we really want to make sure that you're not just in a classroom, but that you're working with live clients. And you'll be working with some of today's most innovative and socially aware businesses. Through internships, you'll learn better business practices, gain real world skills, and explore your career options. We're really lucky to have some future-driven, globally focused businesses like Ben & Jerry's, Burton Snowboards, and Seventh Generation based right in our home of Burlington, Vermont. And students really have opportunities to work with industry leaders and incorporate their professional experiences with their studies. And again, because you're starting your major-based classes right away, you start to be qualified for internships earlier. Typically 9 out of 10 students complete one internship before graduation, and a third of our students complete 4 or more internships by the time they graduate. And our interns are highly sought after for their leadership, entrepreneurial mindset, and our socially conscious thinking. And some students have even been hired for full-time positions with the organizations where they interned. Study abroad is something that is a program that Champlain is very passionate about. Over 50% of our students do study abroad, especially because we encourage our students to complete internships while studying internationally. We have 2 campuses that are internationally based. One is located in Dublin, Ireland, and the other is in Montreal, Canada. Both of those cities are excellent places for our business and innovative and entrepreneurial mindset students to complete internships and get to explore the world. Back on our main campus, our students are very active. There are over 50 student clubs and organizations for our students to join, whether those are, just a fun way to meet new friends, like in the Ski and Ride Club, a cappella, and improv team, to something a little bit more focused in terms of our centers of experience, like our Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, where students are starting their very own businesses with help from faculty support. We are not a divisional campus. We don't have any divisional sports. However, we have plenty of intramural and recreational sports for our students to get involved in. And we are located in Burlington, Vermont. Not only do we have quite a few recognizable global businesses for our students to intern in with, we're also consistently named one of America's #1 college towns, as you get that small school feel in Champlain, but we are sharing Burlington with over 14,000 students every year. And a little image of our downtown area. And I want to make sure I'm wrapping up with our application and contact information. A quick word on scholarships. Champlain College offers our Count on It guarantee, with all of the aid you receive in your first year remains consistent through all the time you are on campus with us. Our applications are open for early decision with a deadline of November 15th and regular decision with a deadline for January 15th. And again, as I am Emily Rudolph, your admissions counselor at Champlain is actually Liz Van Luling, with her phone number and email seen up on the screen. I will make sure that is also included in the chat. Thank you all for joining me this evening, or morning. I guess I'm on the East Coast.
All right, thank you so much. And last but not least, we have Bishop's University.
So hello, everyone. My name is Rina Tenasiadis. I am the Dean of the School of Business at Bishop's University, the Williams School of Business. And it is not going to be a presentation like you've received from recruiters who came to you and absolutely presented fabulous presentations on their school and their pride and joy of trying to invoke a sense of what it means to go and to study there. I am going to instead do something else. I'm going to give you what it's like to be living in a day of the life of the dean, who it is that I communicate with and hang out with and absolutely collaborate with, and where we do that, which is Bishop's University. First of all, Bishop's is in the province of Quebec. It is a bilingual province. Fully functional in English individuals will have absolutely no problem loving and enjoying this culturally diverse environment. The campus of Bishop's is 550 acres. It is breathtaking. When I first got here, I thought I was somewhere in Hogsworth. I mean, Harry Potter was just going to fly in front of my face. There is beautiful Gothic architecturally sound buildings built in the 1800s, right next to a state-of-the-art sportsplex with swimming pools. We have a golf course. We have 3 football fields. We're excellent in rugby. We rank interprovincially and intramurally. We're absolutely a sports campus as well. We take pride in our athletes, but on the academic side, we actually excel. So Maclean's has ranked us #1 for student experience 4 times out of the last 5 years. And the reason why our students absolutely adore the experience at Bishop's is because of one thing. They remember how they came in, but they absolutely excel in the way that they come out from Bishop's, in the way that they join the world. 90% of our classes have experiential learning embedded in it, which means we're not teaching you accounting and management and marketing. We are bringing the outside world directly into the classroom, whether it is something simple like a guest speaker, but more profoundly, we have work projects that are integrated with industry partners right into the classroom. So 9 out of 10 classes that you'll be taking have this type of elemental learning embedded in it. You are not only doing a project, but you're presenting it to a professional from industry. That panel of professionals is going to give you feedback. You have instantly created a relationship with industry that you could reach out to for employment thereafter. And as well, you have immediate feedback on how to perfect your own development, your own competencies while in the classroom. So that hybrid approach where we have, industry coming into classroom for either research integrated or work integrated projects is something that exists throughout all our curriculum. 90% of our classes are taught by full-time faculty. We have 42 different languages on campus. The diversity, the inclusion, the homeliness that we have here, whether is it in residence or 90% of our students live within 1 kilometer from campus. It is a safe place where you could come, grow, experience, develop, and become everything you can be. In terms of programs, our core program in the business school is our Bachelor's of Business Administration. There are the regular concentrations such as marketing, accounting, finance, etc. But really where we excel is in the ability to combine co-op as an option. We have 1 out of 2 students that are in co-op, regularly attending 1 or 2 or 3 internships during their summer, winter, fall semesters amongst the who's who of corporate Canada and America. Another distinction is that our internships are allowed anywhere around the world. So if you come to us from a part of the world where you would like to return and do a summer internship, that not only is allowed, it's encouraged, and it provides you with 3 credits towards your degree. So this is the kind of integration of industry, work integrated learning, and participatory learning that we encourage at Bishop. The other program that we have, which is something interesting that most students are looking towards increasingly, it's the combination of a business degree with whatever else you're passionate about. So it could be performing arts, like it could be political sciences. This is a BA with a double major. You will have everything you need in terms of fundamental learning for the business program, but at the same time, you're combining that other subject, which happens to be your passion. So the BA double major is one of the 2 programs that we offer. The other one is the BBA, the Bachelor in Business Administration, with a diversity of programs underneath. One other point that I would like to say, and that is that Bishop's University is older than Canada itself. It is an old institution, but a very youthful entrepreneurial mindset. We have our alumni that regularly reach out to me as dean and say, how could I give back? How could I encourage? How could I hire our students? Would you like me to come in and do a workshop? It is a very vibrant space, a very safe space, but also a very progressive space. So if you're coming to campus, and I strongly encourage you, and I'm just going to put in the chat for you to click and book a virtual tour. This is a 360-degree experience. You're going to go through the 550 acres of beautiful campus, which is Bishops, and you're going to be introduced to all the amenities, all the facilities, residency, etc., that you could be afforded here if you were to come to Bishops. One other last thing, and that is, if you choose the Bishops experience, you could have international exposure through our international exchange program. It could be other schools in Canada, it could be in the United States, it could be anywhere around the world. And we ensure that the curriculum that is offered to you at that host university that you're going to be attending is in fact contributing right to your overall experience in two ways. One, you achieve your academic objectives, but more importantly, you're embedded in a cultural environment. So some of the things that we work hard to make happen is, sure, you could stay in residence at that host university, or sometimes if we are afforded the opportunity, we could place you with families, we could place you with hostel groups, etc., so that you could really take part and enjoy that international experience. So in summary, I encourage you, if you would like to have a totally risk-free experience of visiting the campus that is Bishops University, I'm going to put in the chat for virtual visit that you could partake in. I'm also going to put my name and number, and yes, you can contact the dean. It is allowed at Bishops. We are 3,000 students. Business is the biggest program. We have over 600 students. Class sizes on average are around 30 students. So we're very close to our students. Everybody calls each other by first name. And when you speak to a faculty member, sure, you get help with your homework or with the curriculum that you're involved with, but you also get a coach and a mentor and someone who's there to help you become everything you can be. Like we say at Bishops, right, be you. Everybody here is unique, and we welcome that. So on that note, thank you very much for listening.
All right, thank you so much. At this time, I just invite all of our reps to turn their cameras back on. And I'm just going to pose a question for everybody before we end our session today. So our question today for everybody is going to be, what piece of advice do you have for somebody going through the college search process? And we're going to go in the same order that we presented in today. So starting with the Pacific University of Oregon.
Thank you. I think my biggest advice is actually take notes every time you visit campuses. It is incredible, especially out here in the Northwest, how many of us will feel the same 2 weeks after you leave, because we all have a lot of brick buildings and big grass areas and tall trees. So definitely take a lot of notes after you leave a campus and write down what you really liked about it and what made you feel at home, and then write down maybe what you were unsure about.
Okay, my piece of advice for everyone is, while you're going through this process, really take this time to figure out what you're interested in. A lot of times previously in your life up till now, you've been influenced by teachers, friends, family, parents, but really take this time to see what you're passionate about. Check out if there's a university that sounds interesting but a bit different. Check it out. Check out a new program, a new major, and being open to those opportunities. College is one of the best times to grow, so just be open and explore what's interesting to you.
Hi, so my best piece of advice is to reach out to the school that you are most interested in. If you have a reach school or a safety school and you're a little concerned about the application requirements, you can connect directly with the admissions counselor or the person who will be reviewing your application. And if you have any concerns with that, definitely reach out to the school, reach out to the admissions person, and they'll be able to help you and see if there's any leeway or what you can do to make yourself an even better fit candidate for that school. Thank you.
Perfect. And my piece of advice would be, along with following your passion and trying to study what you really love, is also explore all of the different programs at different schools, because you might find something that you're really interested in that you never even knew existed before. So taking the time to do that, even reaching out to all of our representatives at the different school. If there's something you really want to do, but you're not sure if we have it, reach out. There are no bad questions. We can help you find that, and we might be able to help you find something that you didn't even know existed too. So never be scared to ask and see what's out there.
I'm going to echo a lot of that. Engagement is really, really my biggest piece of advice. And taking it one step further, you're also welcome to ask to connect with a current student at any of the schools that you are interested in. So I know it can be really intimidating sometimes to try and connect with an admissions counselor or a faculty member. So maybe you might want to start with a current student who is a part of a major you're interested in, or a club, or something like that. There are tons of colleges that have student ambassador teams, and that is quite literally their job, is to help you also navigate the exploration of college. So typically your admissions counselor can help with that, or look at our website and see if there's a student ambassador team or something similar.
So Emily is absolutely right. I was going to say the exact same thing. You could reach out to me and I could put you in touch with a current student, whether it's someone who's in their first year or in their last year. Someone in their first year is going to tell you exactly how welcoming, coming to Bishops was, the state-of-the-art residence and all the facilities that we have, our learning commons, our library, etc. They would walk you through all the student clubs and associations that we have, and give you that first year perspective. And if you were to speak to someone who is in their fourth year, well, they could talk to you about their experiences with the SEED portfolio management program, where they actually get to manage a real live portfolio, or with their case competition experience, where last year we presented at 16 case competitions and we podiumed 15 times. If we were an athletics team, we would have a parade downtown Queen Street, because that's how great our record was. So depending on what kind of perspective you want to have, that going away feeling when you're in your fourth year and everything you've accomplished, please reach out to me. I'm going to put my email in the chat as well, and I am prepared to match you up with a student that could best answer your questions.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing all of your pieces of advice for our prospective students. So I just wanted to thank all of our attendees for joining us, and all of our college reps as well. It's awesome to hear about all of these awesome schools and colleges and institutions. So just a couple things before we end our session. There is a quick survey after you close out the window, 5 questions just to give us some feedback on how the session went. There are other sessions happening after this one, so feel free to sign up for more and hear about other awesome institutions. And also this recording will be available at college2career.org. I just want to thank our reps again so much for taking the time today, and also good luck to all of our prospective students. Thanks again, and have a good day and stay safe.